Hello everyone, the X here, and welcome to Stationeers. So we are going to continue our survival playthrough in the moon, because we have to solve a bunch of things, because in the last episode we ran out of fuel in the jetpack, and I think that the base is getting hotter, so the idea is, first of all, we should probably, I think that we are going to do a temporal solution in this. Let's take here the tool belt, because and we don't have right now a gas sorting method, so the first thing we want to do is the canister. It is on here. We have to do not the canister, sorry, the pipe utility. We will need iron for this, so we are going to take out the iron from here, and we are going to do this. And the idea is that we take the air from our atmosphere to fill the jetpack, because right now we don't have the nitrogen, so we are going to use this gas here, and we will need I forgot to craft an active vent. And can we get, yeah, if we get this cable over here, we'll need a pipe in there, and yeah. More cables over here. There we are. So now we have, I've used all the pipes in there. But we will do some more pipes. And another thing I want to do is to expand a little bit the where are they? Here. Let's make two. Is to expand a little bit the base. That way we can put all the machines inside. And I forgot again to do the active vent. And that way we can work inside, and since you can see here, our hygiene is really low, so we want to take off the suit as well as the helmet and all that. So let's make the active vent. We will need some gold and copper that we have here. And then if we have the time, we will do, or we will begin at least the gas sorting setup. So now we need to set this to inward and the canister in there. So we turn this on. And is it connected? Doesn't seem like, right? Let's take this there. So there we are. Let's see, is 1 megapascal, 2 megapascal, a little bit more, 5 megapascals. And I think that's enough. So now we have a little bit of fuel in our canister, and we can just deconstruct this. and that should be enough for now. Drop this over here, and let's take this as well and drop it. Don't have much space in here, man. Let's drop this here. And now what we need to do is to take this over here, and we want to do some frames that, if I remember, we had some here. So we have frames, walls, and that's it. So we have some iron sheets in our backpack here. So now we are going to go back in here, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, but I don't know if that is enough, because we will need space for a machine and for a sorter. So let's see if we place this on here. We are going to need a little bit more than one frame, because yeah, it will be a little bit more than one frame. And since we have 4 machines, I don't know if there's another one, but we will need yeah, I think that 6 will be enough, at least for now. We are going to build this. I think that I drop the frames? Let's make a little bit more iron frames. We need the iron from here. Give me, and there we are. I don't know what I did with the other frames that I had, man. Anyway. Let's take these frames. Then the idea is that we build all that surface and all that with steels, because iron frames are really expensive and steel are half of them. So the idea is that there they are. I forgot. Well, now we are going to place more frames over here. Let's I should probably do this as well. Now we are going to weld this. Two times. We need a little bit more iron sheets. There we are. $15 megapascals we have in there. So let's see. We should probably leave that, because we are going to need the iron sheets for the walls as well. So let's do all this. There we are. Let's see if the batteries here are charged. And only. That's why we need the stackers on the output. Now let's weld this last one. I think that's it. Yeah. Now the idea is that we place this and all this as well. We have 11 and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, it's enough. We have 21 and let's see if we have some glass sheets, because if we don't, we will need to do a little bit more of them, which doesn't seem that we have any glass sheet, so let's make some. Let's see, glass sheets here, we need silicone, place this one here and make some glass sheets. Let's deconstruct this. And here we will need 2, 2 and 5 more, so that means all that and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So let's make one more, that should be enough. But oh yeah, but we will need more for the roof, so oh yeah, I did the math for the roof, but anyway, we will need glass sheets, so let's make them anyway. And let's see if this is placed correctly. It isn't, and this one, it isn't. And this one isn't as well. All are wrong. Let's stop this. Holy, we'll pick those later on. Now, let's take this, this, and this. We are going to try placing them again. Isn't that okay? Nope. Let's go again. Come on, man. That should be alright, and now I don't have this, so yes, that's okay. Yeah. Now we need to change this other side. Let's see. Is that right? Yeah. So let's place all of this. Now let's finish this over here. That's another reason that I do, yeah, those are wrong. That's another reason why I don't like these iron walls. So let's see. Oh. I don't know which side is correct anymore. Anyway, let's try that one. Is wrong, so let's take this off. Drop this. That should be right. Is it? Yeah. Now, in here should be this way the lines, so let's see. There we have the roof. And is it correct? Yeah. There we are. That's great. Now we want to drop this inside the home and give me this. These two last, and now we will check that everything is alright. Yeah. Now we can go inside and we can deconstruct this. Come on. Great. So now we can take off this glass and this as well. Holy, I almost took the one that I didn't want to, so the pressure dropped a little bit, but that's okay. Now we probably want to do some lockers, that way we get rid of those crates as well, so we are going to make those. Come on, let's pick up all of this. Right. And let's see, we need some lockers. We will need 2 for each, so that means that the machines are going to be there, and we will need some lockers in here, so we'll need 2, 6, and the one that we have already, it takes a while, so I guess we will disassemble all these crates first. So let's take this, bring it here, pick up this, and we should make some lights, but before that I think that we can just do this. Yeah, and that's pretty much enough. Now we have an insulated canister in here that I don't know what does it has, but we have the portable AC and this as well. That is cold, and I don't want to have it because once time it exploded inside my home, so I don't want this. Now, stop this. We have more than enough. There we are. We have 7. And now we should do some lights because it is rather dark in our home. So let's make a few lights. I think that, I don't know if a 4 should be probably enough. We can do the lights in here, I guess. Yeah, That is probably faster. But anyway, we have now two. We are going to drop the two lockers in there, and I don't know if that battery will be enough for the things that I want to do, but we will see. Let's place the lockers. I have these as well. Well, that's a little bit odd, but anyway, let's place it on here, and over. I need one more locker. Where is it? Here. Now in here, and you, I need you in here. Now let's throw pretty much all this. We're not going to need the network analyzer, neither this, so this one as well, and all these other things in here. Not placing them in any particular order, but here we are. Oh, can we? Anyway, we won't need that. Let's place this in here. A few things more in here. Have a bunch of things that we are not probably going to use, but that's probably more than enough. Let's do this. Show that where are the crates? I think that I stored them already. Anyway, some iron sheets. Place this on here, and this as well. No. Let's see. Oh, we have two lights here already, so let's see. We will need probably 500. This light round on here. Yeah, that's two tiles from here. Are they in the corner? Yeah. Great. Now we can place one light in here as well. Let's cycle. And now we are going to connect these lights over here. There we are. We should connect this one as well. Nice. So let's see. Is this connected? Yeah. So there we have the lights. That's great. We can turn this off, and we can place this in here. We will need to craft another. How much 3k. We will need to graft another canister. Now, we should probably move the machines from outside to here, and we will try. I don't know if I should probably, let's go back inside, because I should probably turn this on before we do that, because otherwise we will be locked outside, because I'm going to take this battery off in a minute, so we can connect that. Let's see, we can do this, take this and the wrench. The battery the other way around. There we are. We now need to weld this and use the screwdriver. Turn this on. Is it charging? No, because this is not in the correct position. Oh yeah, because the battery is not placed right. I'm an idiot, sorry. Let's take this off. The wrench. Now it's alright. Let's weld this again. And now now it's right. Good. Can drop that because we are not going to need it. Let's do this. There we are. Now we are going to take all these cables and we are going to place all the machines inside our home. Let's go. We are at 83% of the waste tank, so we are throwing that in there. We'll have to just disassemble this. Drop that in there. Take this off. And now drop the plastic sheets in there. And all those materials in there. And now we need this. Drop it in there. And take this iron sheet. I ran out of battery in there probably. Let's take this too. Alright, I'll be there in a minute. Calm down. Now we need the wrench to place this, and this. What a mess, man. Let's place that in here. Now let's see if we can go inside. Let's see. We can place this is a mod and this is a mod as well. So those are the last things that we are going to do. Let's turn the lights on. Now we need the tool manufactory over here. but let's see, the oscillate. Let's take this off here. And what do we need here? I think this is enough space. Let's pick now let's see the stacker. Now the idea is that we rotate this and we have that space. We will need the electronic printer over here and the stacker in here, the hydraulic pipe bender in here, the stacker in here, open this, and there we are. That should be nice. Now we need the iron sheets that are out here to weld everything. Let's flash just in case. I didn't remember that was now we can, that was toxic, so we can use the scrubber. Can place the battery in here, use these two, suck that, and if we use the tablet, that should be taking. Now, what else do we need? We need cables. And we are going to pollute a little bit more in here, but anyway, it is just this time. Waste tank, we have one in here. I know we can do this now, and with the tool mode do this. Now, what's the idea? We should probably drop some oxide in here. That way it lowers the temperature again. And we can place a stacker over here maybe. I think that's alright. Now we are going to cable everything from here. Come on. Over here. There we are. That's good. A little bit more. And let's see. How much do we have here in the machines? We are going to need probably the... Yeah, I think we can click that. Doesn't really matter. It's a little bit fast, but there we are. 5,000, which is the maximum that these cables can hold. So now let's pick up all these items. Let's see. There we have all the materials. And now I think we can turn this off, but we cannot open the helmet yet because it is really hot. So what we are going to do is probably to let's see, we have this in here and we can place over here maybe the cooling solution, or we could throw this other, let's see, this other lockers, because this one is empty, right? Nope, it has something, but we can throw this in here. That way we have a little bit more space. And let's see. Oh yeah, I need to do that's placed wrong. But first of all, we need a canister. Let's see. There we are. So now, what's the idea? We are going to place this properly, and we can do the cooling solution in here. What's the idea? We should make 2 active vents. What's going on, man? Are you okay? Oh yeah, the hydration. Let's see. Let's drop a little bit more oxide in here. Let's see if it cools enough to drink water. Barely. Let's see if we can eat a little bit. Temperature still high, but let's see. We should do this cooling solution with 2 active vents that we should do in here. Active vent, we need copper and gold. Do we have gold? Need gold, right? Yeah. We do not have gold, but I swear that we had. Anyway, we can get a little bit of gold. But before doing so, we will probably need to change that battery. But anyway, let's see. We need the mining drill, and we have some gold over here, if I remember correctly. Let's see, where was the gold? Sit here. And we have more oxide as well. That way we can cool the base a little bit more while we do the cooling solution. We will need a few radiators for that, but that shouldn't be a problem. Let's see, where's the gold, man? I forgot where it was. We have copper in there. What's that? That size. Now let's see. Have iron in there. Come on, man. You tell me I have to wait till daylight to know that we have lead. Here we have some gold. Nice. We are getting 50 probably if we find that many, or a little bit more if it's possible, because we will need gold, and apart from that, later we will need to do some ingonel, and I think that you need gold for that. Or that's what I remember, at least. I may be wrong though. Let's see. 50, 30, 34. So, well, that's almost 90. We have a little bit more in here. Nice. So we should go back to our home and let's see if we can work a little bit without the suit. That way the characters stop complaining about being dirty. And then we can look for... Then we can see if we can make the gas sorting, which should be really good because we will need those to fill the how do I say, the propellant canister with nitrogen is ideal, and the oxygen tank because we will run out of oxygen in the tank that we have in the base. That's important, and to make the fuel mixture as well. We'll see. The idea is to make over there because we will need a big tank to hold the... because the idea is not to drop the gas from the furnace, so we will need a big tank to hold all that hot gas. That's off already, so let's drop a little bit more oxide in here. That way we can take this off. Nice. So now, what do? We need to take this off. Let's see if I can do that from here. Let's place it on here. Now, active vent. Oh yeah, I should smell this, so we will have to put the suits on again. Let's go outside. We should as well change the batteries from these things here. And I should probably place this already. Oh yeah, because we don't have now this thing, man. I forgot. Let's see. Take this off because these batteries are not charging anymore, so there is not much point in doing that. So let's place this on here, and with the wire cutters we can throw these two. Can I place that? Yeah. And let's connect this, and let's change that battery. That way we can have a little bit more time. Now we have to smelt here. Let's open this, and that will take a little while, but let's see. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5, but anyway. Let's see. That's enough temperature for the gold to smelt. So that's nice. That's all the gold. So we can go close that. We can go inside again to do the passive vents. Let's see. Not the passive vent, the active vent. There you are. We have 1 active vent. We will need 2. A pipe analyzer. Stop this. Pipe analyzer. That means electrum. We should have electrum. Yeah, here we have a little bit of electrum, and now we will need the gas sensor. So we need a sensor kit, which is made in here. Let's see. Sensor. We need all these materials. These two. and probably iron as well. Nice. So we need all those, the gas sensor, and from here we need radiators, steel and gold. Steel, close this, and this radiator, pipe radiator. So now we will need more or less 4 of those, so we can do this and this, probably 4 of these. And can we make some insulated pipes? Insulated pipes, we will need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a few more. Sorry, that's my mouse. There you are. So we need a little bit like 9, I guess, because we are going to need this and that. 2 more. Let's see. Yeah, we will need 1 and now 4 more. We have to place this on there, and the gas sensor, I don't know exactly where. Stop this. Now we can throw this over here. Let's place the radiators. Solid fuel, and the gas sensor, we can place it on here. I think that's not ideal. Should be on the middle here, but that's not possible. Let's see. We have this on here as well. Yeah, let's place it here anyway. It's good enough. Now, oh yeah, we will need a little bit more things in here, but let's connect all of this in here. Now we need a little bit more in this place, this straight, and that should be pretty much all, but we will need something else. Do we have more cables? Yeah. So now the idea is that we have that and that. Now we will need some other things like the laptop. That I don't know if we have the materials to do that, because we have very well, I think that we have the material to do that. We'll need electrum, not constant, but let's see. Is that enough? We need solder. I remember that we had solderman. I don't know what happened. Maybe it fly away when we broke the machines. But I remember that we had solderman. We have invar now in there. Let's pick up the suit and see this. Let's see. We have. Oh yeah, I should. If I don't turn this on, the batteries are not going to charge me. Let's see. We need now close the helmet. We need solder, so for that we are going to need we saw some here we have gold, yeah. They fly away, so we should be able to see if they are not that far away, but anyway, doesn't matter. We'll do a little bit more. Let's see if we can get to the lead we found over there before the suns go. We have iron in there, coal, and is that lead? I think so, right? Let's see. Yeah, it is lead, so we can do some more of this. Let's see how much do we get from here. If we get 100 would be nice, because great. Is there a little bit more? 125, 130. Right now we will need it. Is that lead as well? Nope. Let's pick up some, have 700. Let's turn this off. 700 kilopascal on the oxygen tank. That's another reason why we need the gas sorter, because we will need pure oxygen. Let's see if we can get some iron now. We have some iron in there. I think that's more than enough. We have 5, and can we now split this to 32? That would be great. So now we have 132 of each. If we go back to our home, we will be able to make 300 solder, and I don't remember if we need some other thing for the integrated circuit. Let's see. We'll need a little bit of solder. Oops. Electrum steel. I think that we have those. And the other thing that we need is the motherboard. That is the IC10, that is cheaper. So let's see. This battery, nice. Now we can open this. It's high, the temperature, right? Stop complaining, man. I will solve that in a minute. I mean, I can do that already manually, right? Can I? Yeah, I should connect this. That's blowing. That's getting lower, the temperature in there, so that way you can get a little bit how this will function. You suck the air into here, the radiator's cool, and this pipe blows. It's not really necessary that we that we do an AC setup or something like that, so that's the reason why I'm not doing so. Let's get a little bit more. The idea is that we put around 2 megapascals in here, or a little bit more. This goes to minus 50, as you can see in the temperature in there, minus 15 degrees Celsius, sorry, and this blows. Now I'm doing this manually because it is just easier since we don't have the resources yet, so we can manage this a little bit. And we can do this as well. But the idea is that this cools down a little bit, and when it is cold, it blows. So now we need air. Air, oxygen, place in here, 6,000. Now you shouldn't be complaining. And let's go outside to smelt this lead and make some solder. Let's go. Have 50 of these. 50. We will do a little bit less than 300 because we will make twice what that says us. So it's 132 times 2. Now we should release a little bit of air. Let's see. The temperature for solder has to be 550 as maximum, so we can drop a little bit of oxide. And that should be cooling a little bit. Do we have some more things to smell? Yeah, we can do this, and we will have this reagent mix. That's not much big of a deal because once we place that again, it will be alright. So nothing to be worried about. We are going to degas this, that way we can cool this faster. Now, if we drop the reagent mix in here, there you are. Let's show these two. That's great. 240, just that. I thought that we will be closer to... Did I lose some reagent mix? Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's drop this and make this laptop. Now we can take this off and work a little bit with the suit off. Have some constant time. Nice. Let's take a little bit more air in there. That way we can cool the base a little bit more. We have the laptop. Now we can make the integrated circuit. We can place a battery in here. And now we should make this IC motherboard. And we can do one cable. That's a little bit more than one, but now the motherboard IC10, replace this, take the laptop, turn this off, drop that in there, and I forgot that we need one more thing, that is the housing. Let's see what temperature do we have here. Let's cool this a little bit. Nice. That's great. There we are. And now we can place the housing in here. Now the idea is that this thing is active at every time, and it will be the one that will control all this. But since that's a little bit of programming and I do not do programming with this, you will see that in the next episode, because I have to explain a software that I use, which I'm not going to talk about that now, but it's a compiler. Is that right? But anyway, we will see that on the next episode. That's pretty much all for today's video. At least we progressed a little bit on the base. We made a little bit of progress on this cooling, even though it's not complete. But anyway, that's all for today's video. I hope you like it. You know, you can leave a like or subscribe if you feel so. There he says. Bye bye.